This morning, I don't know, I got up early in the morning at 2:30 in the morning with a wonderful thought. And the thought was about love. And the various experiences of love started coming into my mind. Mind is a feeler, no? And the how it got triggered this morning at my age of 81 plus was that I saw a small child, adopted child, crying, looking at his father on the FaceTime of his phone, video phone. And then suddenly, a feeling came in me. How can this child, unrelated, no blood connection, no whatever, adopted, and suddenly got so much attached to the father, that little girl, little child, maybe about a year and a half or two, year and a half maybe, crying, Papa, Papa. This awakened me. I said, then what is love? We normally relate love with somebody bodily related to us. My husband, my wife, my children, my grandchildren, my friends, and all those people whom I know, whom I related with. Then I say, yes, I love them. But that is the love through the body, through the five senses. Of course, mind plays a very important part in it. Mind is the feeler. Without the mind, you can do nothing. Mind connects, is the link between the soul, the real seer, the real feeler, the real knower. Through the mind, through the senses, through the body, you get connected with the other world, either the objects or the people of the world. That is attachment. And that with people is infatuation. That is moh, and that is not love. I suddenly realized, what are we talking about? I love my wife, I love my husband, I love my children, I love my grandchildren, I love my friends. Is this not love? I like various things of the world, the objects. I like them and I say I love them. I love my car. Is that not love? That is attachment. Because it is through a medium of body, the senses and the mind. So it has a bodily, physically connection with them. That is attachment. And that is what Krishna taught to Arjuna. In the Gita, in the first chapter, that Arjun, and very nicely, very tactfully, Shri Krishna placed his Rath right in the middle of the two armies, Pandav this side and Kaurav this side. And then he says, behold, Arjuna, these are the people you're going to fight with. The moment Arjuna's eyes fell upon all those people, and then he saw the bodily connection. My cousins, my own brothers, my own uncles, and I don't know, all those people, my gurus, and my grandfather. Yes, grandfather, but mine. The my is there. I am Arjuna, and these are mine. that relationship, either bodily or any kind of a blood relation or any kind of a teacher and taught relation with the Dronacharya and the Guru and all that, the attachment, that was more. And this more with those who are unreal. The world is unreal, and all those people were unreal, and he was getting attached to those unreal things, which Krishna tactfully in the Gita, from the chapter 2 onward, throughout the Gita, told Arjuna, Arjuna, wake up. This is the attachment more that has grabbed you, and you, under the spell of this moha attachment, you've forgotten what your duty is, what your dharma is. And then in the end, throughout the chapter, let's run through the whole Gita. Then he taught him the karma yoga, and then he said, look, you think you're going to kill them? My mere standing here, मैंने उन सबके प्राण हर लिए. That means, as far as Krishna was concerned, he knew the past and the present and the future of all these people. They were dead as it is. Look, Krishna says in the Gita, in the chapter 4th, that I know your past and your present. And in the chapter 7th and shloka 26, Krishna again said, I know your past, present and the future births as well. He is time, universal time, like the Akasha, everywhere, space everywhere. He knows everything. So he foresaw Krishna that they were already dead. And then Krishna said, I'm only giving you, मैं तुमको मान दे रहा हूँ कि हे धनुर्धर, हे वॉरियर, हे चैरियटर, हे क्षत्रिय, अपना क्षत्रिय का धर्म निभा, and go and do your duty. And run through and all that, the Karma Yoga, and the 4th he says, I taught this Karma Yoga to the sun, and then he removed the doubt of Arjuna by saying that Arjuna said, oh, you're born now, and sun is Puranic, ever since. Oh, and then he explained to him, I know everything. Sabka past, present, future, I know. And then I taught it to sun, sun to Manu, Manu to Ishwaku, and down the line it came. And here it is through Sanjay, the Sanjay Ovache, and finally, Maharishi Vyas brought it down in a book form, and now it is from the Bharata, and part of Bharat, Mahabharata emerged this Supreme Gita. Then he taught, slowly and slowly, what kind of action should he do? Actionlessness in action, not the doership in action. Do the action and leave the rest. Do the best and leave the rest. And then he taught him actionlessness in action. No karta bhav, no doership. The doership comes when you attach with your own body. And then the doership comes. And then it becomes a karma. And then it becomes a karma, then you become a bhokta. Karta, and then you have to become a bhokta. 3rd chapter, 15 shloka, he says, be a drashta. Krishna says, I am the drashta. And I am a bharta. I give permission to my mind to go and act. Permitter I am. And then he says, I am the doer also. But no abhiman, no ego about it. But general, everybody, ignorant people, they become karta, doer, the ego with the ego, and it becomes a karma, and then you become a bhokta. So you be a master of all that, be a maheshwar over your mind, control your mind. Let you not be under the mind, you be over the mind. You be the master of the mind, you be a mastermind. Finally, let's run through all that Gyan, Vigyan and all that, and the 11th chapter he showed him his Vishwarupa, that everything is born through me, out of me, and the whole circle of the universe continues forever and ever, indicated by the Sudarshana Chakra. He is ever steady, unmoving, not reacting, and the whole world is moving around him. Similarly, everything in the world exists as his Prakriti, as his nature, as his Maya, created by the Prakriti. And in the Prakriti, it is Jada, inert, matter. And in that matter, when the Lord enters into that matter and he rejuvenates it, वो उसको गतिमान बना देते हैं, उसको एक्टिव बना देते हैं. The activity starts in the Prakriti, the nature, because of him, because of his presence there. Today, if we see in the world around, and if there is any activity going on in it, it is in nature the activity is going on, and the one who is in it, energizing it, is the Lord, whom you can get God, you can get Ram, you can say Krishna, or you can say Sai Baba, in a physical avataric form to tell us all these things. Of course, it's written there in the books. At the same time, when they come and tell you, it makes a greater impact, because you listen right standing in front of the avatara. We listen in front of the Sathya Sai Baba. We saw him in the human form. Yes, we did. We touched his charan, sparsh kiye the, pad namaskar kiya tha. I always used to touch his feet, and always used to kiss his feet, and then I felt that the immense love just being with him, and that struck me. And now at this age of 81 or 40 years living with Sathya Sai Baba, and slowly, and then it started to ingraining into our mind what love is. Now I'm not related to the physical form of Sathya Sai Baba. Neither are millions of the people, Americans, Italians, Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, and my God, Argentinas and Germans and all that, all kinds of people, not related, blood related, and feeling the same kind of love with Sai Baba in his presence. Then what is this love? It has nothing to do with a body connection, nothing to do with the blood relations. Love is a feeling which is beyond the body. In fact, if you truly ask me, it is beyond the mind also. Because mind works through the body, gets bodily connection, and the ego rises. Where there is ego, there cannot be love. जहाँ अहंकार है वहाँ प्रेम नहीं हो सकता. Neither with anybody, not with even with God also. जिसमें अहंकार है, जिसमें ईगो है, जिसमें डूअरशिप है, जिसमें आई एंड माइन है, वो परमात्मा से प्रेम कर ही नहीं सकता, हो ही नहीं सकता. It has to be well beyond that, where there is no I-ness, minus, there is no, and that I-ness, minus is what? That is what is Maya. Who says that? Ramayana says that. Bosom Tulsidasi says in the Ramayana, so simple thing about Maya. Maya is I and mine. Main or mera, that is Maya. And that is the attachment. This I is the superficial I, which we term as the ego, or the body I, or I am the body. You know that I am. And mine is what? Which we see the world around is mine, and that world is only illusion, that doesn't exist. The I and mine, both the seer and the seen, these things both are two imaginations of the mind. Who says Shruti? Where? Shloka number 14. He says, from the mind two cogents arise. One becomes the seen, the world of objects which can be seen, known, perceived by the senses, by the mind, by the intellect. and the other is the seer of this. And this is what we are here, you see, as individual. I think I am the seer, and I think this is the world that I see, and since I treat myself as real, I treat the world as also as real. Are they real? Are they not changing all the time? The time is changing every day, isn't it? Our bodies are not changing. Every day, every second, our body is deteriorating or changing, whichever way. In the youth, it is increasing. In the old age, it is decreasing. So, there is a constant change happening. In that constant change, one thing remains constant, and that is your true self, unconnected with the body and mind. And that true self is what Shiva is, and that is what Swarup is, and that is what true form is, and that is the truth, that is the Sat, that is Sanatan, that is Shashwatam. Realize that. Not in meditation, it is beyond the meditation. In the meditation, the mind is, and the mind is peaceful. But when you go beyond the mind, you question, who am I? And then the mind disappears, merges back into its source, and what remains is Brahman, the truth, and that is Shiva, and that is the Tat. The moment you enter the world, that you are engrossed with, affected with, impacted with Maya. You come under the spell of the Maya, and this Maya is not under my control, not under anybody's control. Even Brahmaji says, "Hey Garud Maharaj, Ram ki Maya se to bhaiya koi bacha nahi hai." Garud went to the Shiva, and Shiva says, no. Ram ki Maya adbhut hai. इनकी लीला को कोई जान नहीं सकता, इनकी माया को कोई जान नहीं सकता, इनकी माया से कोई बच नहीं सकता, इसलिए तो मैं प्रणाम करता हूँ। हे गरुड़ महाराज, आप जाओ और जा कर के कागभूषणी के पास में जाओ। ही ओनली कैन रिमूव योर मोह एंड इग्नोरेंस एंड माया। Okay, let's get back to the main subject of love. This love, let us see where all and who all have experienced this love. Look at Krishna, a baby Krishna, in the lap of Ma Yashoda. And what intense love between the mother and the baby Krishna was. The same love Krishna, baby Krishna, right from the childhood, babyhood, he showed to Ma Yashoda, to Nanda Baba, his father. No such thing as foster father or foster mother. And Yashoda Ma did not give birth to Krishna. But beyond the birth I am talking about. This love is beyond the body connection. It's a feeling. Can we describe it? No, we have to feel it, yes. And the same love he showed towards gopis and gopalas. He used to steal their butter. Butter means their heart, their outgoing mind. He used to steal it and bring it unto himself and merge it into himself. And then what did the others fail? Love. And that is what his name was, Krishna. Krishati iti Krishna. वो दूसरों के बाहर जाते हुए मन को अपनी ओर आकर्षित कर लेते थे, इसलिए वो कृष्णा कहलाते थे. A great quality. Krishna showed this great quality. Rama showed this great quality. And to us, Shri Sathya Sai Baba, he showed us this great quality. We are indebted to him. That we are very fortunate, all of you had darshan of him, had close connection with him, close proximity with him, had interviews with him, or let's say darshan, eye to eye darshan. You see, millions of the people look at him, and everybody says, yes, I'm looking at Sai Baba. But when he and of course he is looking all over. How is he looking all over? Look at the candle. Everybody looking is in the candle, yes. But ask the candle, it is looking at everybody equally, giving illumination to all equally. That is what God is. So, Krishna was equal in love love, because he is love. Ishwar is love. Love is Ishwar. God प्रेम है, प्रेम God है. God is Ishwar. ईश्वर प्रेम है, ईश्वर प्रेम है, प्रेम ही ईश्वर है. And this, that God is love, this realization comes after a very long time when we read all these scriptures and all these Ramayana, Bhagavatam, Gita, Upanishad, and then Vedas, and then Brahma Sutras, and Narad Bhakti Sutras, oh, when you name it, and all that are left behind. They are steps, mere steps to reach the ultimate, and that is love. Where there is this knowledge, wisdom, I know this, I have read this, and there is a definite, a subtle form of ahankar in it, ego in it, of knowing. You have to get beyond. Even Krishna says in the Gita, Jnani mera swarup hai. That is, he knows his true self, that I am beyond the body, mind, and I am the true self, I am the true soul, I am the Atman. He knows that is fine. वो मेरा स्वरूप है. लेकिन जो अपने आप को पूरा सरेंडर कर दे at my lotus feet, वो मुझे अतिशय प्रिय है. गीता chapter 12 and the last shloka 20. पहले तो वो कहते हैं ज्ञानी मेरा स्वरूप है, एंड नाउ इन द 20th श्लोका ही सेज जो मेरा पूर्ण भक्त, मेरा पूर्ण शरणागत हो जाता है, एंड देन ओनली लुक्स एट मी, डिवोटेड टू मी, लव्स मी, वो मुझे अतिशय प्रिय है. आई लव हिम द मोस्ट. You see, and that is why in the Gita, in the 18th chapter, 66 shloka, Krishna says again, Mamekam Sharanam Vaj, Sab Dharma Paritajya, Mamekam Dharma Vaj, Braj, okay? And I shall liberate you from all sins. Sins आते हैं कहाँ से? Body correction से आते हैं. Sins आते हैं कहाँ से? Through the mind, through the illusion, disillusions intellect. Not lighted, unlighted intellect with ignorance in it. That you connect yourself with the body, and through the body, through the senses, through the outside, unreal, imaginary, illusionary world. So you get lost. So this attachment has to be done away with, and then Krishna says in the 66th shloka of the 18th chapter, in the dharma of the senses is to see, to perceive. Dharma of the mind is to feel. Dharma of the intellect is to think. So he says, all this put together, dump it at my lotus feet and look at me only. Think of me only. Love me only. For my sake, love me only. Be one with me. Beyond the body, mind and intellect, because you already surrendered at his lotus feet. And then he says, I shall liberate you for all sins. Where your mind is not there, body connection is there, where is the sin? How will the man connect the sin? When the mind is not connected with the body, mind and senses, you can't connect any sin. The body, the Krishna says, I shall liberate you from all sins. The same love. Now see, Sathya Baba, Krishna had so many wives, okay. 8 पटरानियाँ थीं, रुक्मणी, सत्यभामा, and many others also. The difference between their love for Krishna and the love between Radha and Krishna, see the difference. And see, now here comes the understanding of the meaning of love. They had a bodily connection, attachment, attraction towards Krishna, and they were husband and wife connection. There is a physical connection also. They had 10 children each also. But here, the love between Radha and Krishna is beyond the body. Nothing to do with the body. Soul to soul. So, बड़ा अच्छा लिखा है उसमें भागवतम के अंदर कि राधा काम के उसको चिता बना करके श्री कृष्णा से मिलने गई. That means calm desire arises only when there is a bodily connection with the mind and the body and the senses. When you rise above that, then what remains is pure love. And that is what Krishna is, that is what Radha is. So there is no two things as Krishna and Radha. They are one separating from each other for the expression of love, divine. So he is only one. Gita, 7th chapter and 19th shloka, Vasudev Sarvam. He alone is, he only is. At the same time, he separates himself for himself to show what he is. And Prakriti, what that is cannot be seen, is so subtle, makes it seen, and Prakriti makes it as a physical material form. All that which already exists in the truth. As one with the truth, तद्रूप होकर के, प्रकृति में लीन होकर के, और प्रकृति श्री कृष्णा में, परमात्मा में लीन हो जाती है. Where? Gita, chapter 9, shloka 7th. At the end of Pralaya, he says, all these things and beings and everything, they merge into my Prakriti, and my Prakriti merges into me. Then I am, alone am, and there is no such thing as the names and forms in Prakriti, because that is me only. Nirgun ho jata hu. And then I become Sagun also, and then I create you also to see this is all what I am. This is my glory. So look at me in everything. Everything is created by me, and I am all those things. मैं कहते हैं ना कण कण में परमात्मा बसे. That is what it is. So Krishna and Radha, their love is supreme. वो love को मैंने भी experience किया है. The first time I met Shri Sathya Sai Baba was on the 15th of March 1973 when I got a call from the Indian Airlines. Captain Sharma, you're supposed to fly a charter flight. I said, where? To Amritsar. I said, who's the charter party? He said, Sathya Sai Baba is the charter party. I was amazed. Who is Sai Baba? I didn't know. I asked my friend, he said, Vijay, you don't know who's Sai Baba? I said, no. He said, he's the one with big hair, and then he does miracles, and you feel peace and happiness in his presence. I was so excited. I'll cut it short and then tell you. In the morning, the whole night I did not sleep. I went to the aircraft to see that the aircraft, Viscount aircraft, that was laid out for him as a charter, that it was well prepared, cleaned and stuff. In the morning I got up, took my wife Prem and 3 children, Rajat, Raman, Rakhi. They were small. Rakhi was barely 6 months old, and Raman was I think about 9, and Rajat was about 12, something like that. So we went to the airport, and I did all my paperwork, and I said, where is Sai Baba sitting? He said, sitting in the lounge. I went into the lounge, took my cap off, 4 stripes, captain, and I looked him straight into the eyes. I said, Pranam Baba. The moment I looked into his eyes, I froze. I felt he has, through his eyes, descended through my eyes into my heart. I lost consciousness of my body. I was not there at all. My body did not exist. Exist means it exists when you are aware of it. When you are not aware of it, it doesn't exist. So the awareness of the body was not there. Where was the awareness? Awareness, and with that supreme awareness, they became one. The wave and the ocean merged and became one. The salt all went into the ocean. Parable of Ravana Ramakrishna and Shankaracharya. A salt doll went to measure the depth of the ocean, and it became the ocean. So it happens, the wave, the individual, sees at the universal, loses his own identity and becomes the universal. So that experience I can't forget, difficult to describe, when they were nothing except infinite bliss, आनंदम. इतना प्रेम और आनंदम था उस मोमेंट के अंदर. Nothing existed. The world didn't exist. I did not exist. Maybe the form of Sathya Sai Baba standing in front of me did not exist. What existed was Anandam. And the supreme attraction of the love. I was so engrossed in that love कि मैं अपनी सुध बुध भूल गया. And then suddenly I awakened, or he must have got me out of it. And then I said, Swami, Sathya Baba, the plane is ready whenever you want to. That is the first experience of love that I had with him. And that again, let us remember another thing. Let's take another thing. Where there is ego, there cannot be love. No. Two things cannot be there. Either there is God or there is this human ego. I-ness, minus. If I-ness doesn't become minus, we cannot get, हम अधिकारी नहीं हो सकते परमात्मा का प्रेम पाने के लिए. We have to understand first what ego is, get over it, be a master of it, and then we are adhikari bante, then we are eligible, then we become deserving to receive his supreme love. What is this ego anywhere? This ego is a sense of I-ness. Everything you in a subtle way we say I did it. Didn't I tell you? It was my idea, no? I sent you there, right? You wouldn't have gone unless I had told you. I did this, I did that. I prompted you. I made it happen to you. I got you introduction to so and so. You know, you umpteen number ways ये आई का तड़का हर एक लगाता ही है और पता नहीं चलता. किसी से कहो, hey, you're showing off your ego. He says, no. Isn't that right what I said? His logic justifies his ego and then he says, I'm doing fine, I'm doing right. It is your ego. Why don't you see your ego? You're looking at my ego. Why don't you see your ego? A person who has ego, ahankar, anger, krodh, greed and everything sees the same thing in the other person as well. One who is pure-hearted doesn't see these things in the other person. He sees only love. So ego, if we all have, let us say 100% of the people or 99.9% of the people, we are born and then ego is there. Only with bhakti at the lotus feet of the Lord, only He can remove our ignorance and the ego created by the Maya, ignorance, the ego created by the ignorance and the darkness removed by the of I and minus by the grace, supreme wisdom, grace and compassion of Bhagavan. उनकी कृपा से ही. और कौन जान सकता है उनको? जे ही जान ही, वो ही जान सकता है. जेहू ते ही जनाई, रामायण गोस्वामी तुलसीदास जी, वही उनको जान सकता है जो उनको जो जिसको वो जनाना चाहते हैं. द लॉर्ड, परमात्मा उसको जनाना चाहते हैं. ये माया हम माया के अधीन है. वी आर अंडर द माया, अंडर द स्पेल ऑफ द माया. ही इज मायाधीश, ये जगदीश, मायापति. Only he has control over his maya. Nobody on the earth, however wise he may be, has no control over the maya. You cannot win over the maya. Even Brahma, the Vishnu form and the Shiva, they said that his maya is beyond our comprehension. So, सब परमात्मा श्री राम को, श्री कृष्ण को, साईं बाबा को इसीलिए भजते हैं. ये परमात्मा अपनी माया को हमारे से हटा करके हमारे हृदय को प्योर कर दीजिए, हमारी माइंड को प्योर कर दीजिए, हमारी दृष्टि को प्योर कर दीजिए. धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्, सही रास्ते पे लगाइए और परमात्मा हमारी इस प्योर करके एंड देन वी बिकम अधिकारी, the deserving to receive the Lord's love. You know, sometimes reading all these scriptures and this, that, and the other, we pile up so much of a gyan, we say knowledge or we say wisdom, whatever it is. But hidden behind is there is definitely the factor I, ahankar. In this book, Gita, Ram Sukdaji says, Swami Ram Sukdaji says, unknown, hidden, silent, subtle form of I, ego remains in a gyan also. You may be knowing the ultimate truth, or what truth is beyond the mind and intellect, and that is all wisdom. And as long as we have wisdom, there is a subtle the tinge of ego in it. So we have to go beyond it, and that is when you step over that, and when you have darshan of the Lord, the grace of the Lord, and then you feel, you go beyond the body, mind, and intellect, and then you feel His love. Then you look at Him and He looks at you. That is Sudarshan, and that is the feeling of infinite bliss and love. Look at Ma Shabri. My most favorite character in the Ramayana, in the chapter, is Ma Shabri. Of course, let's not go back into the history of her previous life, that she had done so much of tapas and all that. Because of some reason, some curse or whatever, she became a Shudra ban karke. She used to do seva of the rishis. वो मतंग ऋषि के आश्रम में रहती थी. And Matang Rishi was so pleased by her seva. Quietly she used to do seva, without the sense of saying that I am doing it. And one day Matang Rishi found out, oh my God, who is doing all this? And then he realized, oh, Shabri is doing all this. And then Matang Rishi also realized this soul is a pure-hearted soul. Without selfishness, she is doing seva of our ashram and of the rishis. And then Matang Rishi told her, Ma, one day whom you think you know, the one who is Omkar, exists in the entire universe, seen, unseen, beyond that, master of all, Ishvara, Parmeshwara, you call him by any name, Brahman, call him by any name, Bhagwan, call him by any name. The truth, the all-pervading, all-pervasive. He had descended down, assuming himself into a body form. Gita, chapter 4. Shloka 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. I, controlling my Maya, I take a human form, and then for the protection of the good and destruction of the evil, I incarnate from time to time. He came as Rama, as Krishna, as Sai Baba, and he will continue to come as the time goes, as the ages pass, as the era pass. He'll keep on coming again and again because he is omnipresent. Whenever he descends, ये कृपा है. जिस समय में वो आते हैं, जो उनका दर्शन करता है, वो बहुत fortunate होता है. Ma Shabri, with the belief of his guru Matang, poor thing, अपना कुटिया में रहती थी, गुहारती थी अपना रास्ता. Probably she had a stone kept here for Rama whenever he will come. सारा फूल बिछाती थी रास्तों के ऊपर, and she used to bring fruit and everything. The Ramayana only says fruit and all. I don't know. कहते हैं बेर भी चक्के रखती थी, is not mentioned in the Ramayana, but that's the same. The feeling is there that whatever the best she could find, the tastiest she could find, that fruit she used to bring and keep it for Prabhu Ram when he'll come. One day, while she was sweeping the floor, the path, and she raised her eyes, and suddenly she saw Shri Ram and Lakshmana in the physical form. The moment she looked at Shri Ram, she had the same feeling which I had when I looked at Shri Sathya Sai Baba for the first time on 15th of March 1973. Froze, forgot all about herself, The same feeling of intense love engrossed her, enveloped her. She lost her body consciousness. और उसके हृदय के अंदर जो प्रेम जागृत हुआ, अरे बाबा, गदगद हो गई, आंसू बहने लगे प्रेम के। उन प्रेम के आंसुओं से श्री राम के उसने चरण छुए और चरण उनको धोए, और धोने के बाद और क्या विनती करती है माँ शबरी, हे प्रभु राम, आपने इस दीन पर दर्शन दिए, कितनी कृपा करी। मैं मूढ़ हूँ, मैं अनपढ़ हूँ, मैं अधम हूँ, नीच हूँ, नीच नारी की हूँ। You see, she is trying to describe her lineage or her body connections or this, that and the other. Rama says, nothing doing, Ma. I'm beyond, I see something beyond all these things what you're saying. मैं तो तेरी इसी बात के ऊपर रीझ गया, फिदा हो गया। तो इन सब चीज़ों के परे ऊपर एक प्रेम स्वरूप है। यू आर बियॉन्ड द बॉडी माइंड। ये तो छोड़ दे फॉर दिस इंटेलेक्चुअल्स एंड लॉजिकल पीपल, यू आर बियॉन्ड ऑल दीज थिंग्स। तो इन सब के ऊपर है माँ, तो शुद्ध आत्मा है। And then and then what, my God, and what the ultimate lesson that Shri Ram gave to Ma Shabri was, Shri Ram described himself to Ma Shabri. When she admitted, when say, अपने आप को इतना लो डाउन बताया और उनको इतना हाई बताया, then he says, माँ, मैं तेरी इसी बात से तो, मैं तेरी ह्यूमिलिटी से तो मैं तेरे ऊपर रीच गया हूँ, मैं फिदा हो गया हूँ, let me say that, and that is why I love the most. And then he told Shabri Ma'am who is he and Ram. Ram, Paramatma, Bhagwan, Aj, unborn, Amar, eternal, Amal, Mal comes from, impurity comes from the mind comes from Prakriti, beyond Prakriti, and that is what in the Sundarkand the shloka says, Shri Ram is Shantam, Shashwatam, ever, eternal, and a pray my Maghan, a pray my matlab जो प्रिय चीज होती है, that is the worldly thing, objective things, which is in the nature, in the Prakriti, Jad, Prakriti, beyond that, master of that, and that is what Shri Ram is. And none of these things which comes through the mind, intellect, the body and the senses in the outside, perishable bodies, ever-changing bodies, संसार, जगत, उन सब के ऊपर कहते हैं वो है अमल, जिसके अंदर ये मैल ना हो, प्रकृति ना हो, है ना। पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते, दैट इज पूर्ण, दैट इज टोटल। पूर्णमेवा, पूर्णमादाय, all that which is which you think is created out of the Maya of the Lord. If this doesn't exist, what remains is the Purna, and that is what Brahman is. And that is what Shri Krishna says, Amal. Ach Amar Amal Sukha Rasi. And I am the embodiment of bliss. I am the embodiment of Atma. I am the embodiment of infinite bliss and wisdom. And everything I am infinite. और वो जो आनंदम है, वो जो आनंदम तो हम लोग आते लेते, लेकिन परमात्मा की दृष्टि में देख के उनकी कृपा से जो हमें मिलता है वो है परमानंद। उसका कोई नो डिस्क्रिप्शन, यू कैन नॉट डिस्क्राइब द टेस्ट ऑफ ए मैंगो अनलेस यू ईट द मैंगो। कितना कोशिश कर लो मैंगो ऐसा होता है वैसा होता है, बट यू कांट। सो व्हाट इज in the Shivashya Upanishad, the second shloka, what does the student say? Ki I think I know him. I think I know that I don't know him, the truth. But still I cannot say that I don't know him. I know him also. But still it's something that I cannot describe. I still say that I don't know him. But I can't say that I don't know him. I say know him also. He says, no. You, Baba, you experience it yourself, then you will know what it means to know and to not know. Knower is somebody individual, somebody who says, I know. When there is no I, then only you know him. So, it is beyond that. So, Aj Amar Amal Sukharashi. And then he says, जे ही जान ही वही उनको जान सकता है जिसको वो जनाना चाहते हैं. And Shri Ram made her know, a poor Shabri. And then जे ही जान ही जेहु देव जना ही तुम ही जान ही तुम ही हो जाए. तुमको जान करके तुम ही हो जाते हैं. वेव जब मर्ज कर जाती है ओशन से तो ओशन हो जाती है. सॉल्ट डॉल जब मर्ज कर जाती है ओशन से सॉल्ट डॉल, फिर सागर ही बन जाती है, ओशन ही बन जाती है. सो वेरी देयर इज नो इंडिविजुअलिटी, देयर इज यूनिवर्सैलिटी, एंड दैट यूनिवर्सैलिटी इज द ट्रूथ, एंड दैट इज व्हाट लॉर्ड इज, गॉड इज. And the form in this, and he in this human form, and he is an embodiment of love. Now let us all feel, do we have the same kind of a love with all beings, all things, everything equally, without any material, physical connection with them? Just love, without attachment, without any, you love something, you admire something, you admire a fruit, admire a rose flower, admire a person, admire the shining sun, and admire the universe, admire everything, Lord Krishna, the pictures here, there and all, you admire and you love because there is love in you. Love in you sees love in the others also. And that love is the universal love. It has nothing to do with body connection, nothing to do with physical connection, nothing to do with blood connection. Beyond that, that is what Shri Sathya Sai Baba came and taught us. No reason. I know he gave us many interviews, and one of the interviews in the Prasanthi Nilayam, sitting at lotus feet, all five of us, and then he looks into our eyes and he sings, "Truth is my name, love is my form, no reason to love, no season to love." We was glued into his eyes, listening to what he is saying, and that was dripping like nectar into our heart. And it took us a long time to realize what he really said, what he really meant, and what it is really like to feel, to have, to not only to feel, to have, to express that kind of a love without any reason, without any season, not today, not tomorrow, now, with everyone alike, with no discrimination. Look at the sun, no vacation, always illumination, no discrimination, no distinction. This is what the Karma Yoga with Krishna taught to Arjuna, to Surya. Is this not for us as well? Should we not be always at the same time, the same way, shining with all, loving all, caring all, serving all, love all, serve all? Should we not be doing it? But when we pick and choose, our mind has, the intellect has a taraju. I like this and don't like this, like and dislike. These two things are two dvandva, raga dvesha. That is what the Gita says. Forget about it. The only thing is when we discriminate between one and the other, between the beings and the things, that is the individuality comes in between. When we rise above that, and then it is when equal I. Then you see everything alike. No matter who comes in front of you, known person, unknown person, any caste, creed, nationality, award, it doesn't matter. Because then you're looking eye to eye. You see, you're doing namaskar not to the person, to the soul inside the other person. So at that time you love the other person because you have love in your heart. The love in your heart is disconnected, unconnected with the body connection. And that is what is pure love, and that is what God is. And then you get a vision, you get a third eye to see, to have the love in all, because it is heart to heart love. फिर सबसे हम प्रेम कर सकते हैं जब आपने खुद अपने से प्रेम किया हो, बॉडी से नहीं, स्वयं इज आत्मा। अभी आत्मा को जाना हो और आत्मा से ही प्रेम मिला है और आत्मा ही प्रेम स्वरूप है और वही परमात्मा स्वरूप है जो हमारे अंदर आत्म रूप है। और जब हम बॉडी को छोड़ करके और फिर अपने अंदर उस प्रेम को जागृत करते हैं, वी बिकम अवेयर ऑफ दैट, we become aware of that universal love, equal love for each and every person, then we see eye to eye with everyone without any relationship or without any conditions or like or dislike or anything, and then you become equal minded. Sambhav, samdrashti, Gita 12th chapter. Go from 7th shloka to the 18th and 19th shloka up to the 20th shloka. Sanmati, संभाव, समदृष्टि, है ना, सबके लिए एक जैसी भाव, एक जैसी दृष्टि, है ना. That person, Krishna says, I love that person. And one who's totally surrendered at my lotus feet, अतिशय प्रिय है. This is what happened to Arjuna in the end, in the 18th chapter, 73rd shloka. When Arjuna realized, oh my Lord, He's opened my eyes, He's removed my ignorance. I realized that there is something beyond the body, mind, intellect, and that is my true self. And that is the remembrance of your true self is called Smrti. Memory of true self has ever been, has always was, is and will always be. It is only covered by ignorance, and ignorance is created by the ego, I, the ahankara. So Krishna, Arjuna says, Hey Krishna, Hey Madhav, Hey Yogeshwar, Hey Keshav, नष्ट मोह, आपकी कृपा से मेरा delusion is gone. Smrti lapta, I realize what the truth is. Now I shall do what you say. See, then you surrender yourself. Then you know that He is the doer. Today, in this body, at this particular moment, you think I am the speaking? No. I am nobody. I don't know anything. I don't know where the voice is coming today. At 2:30 in the morning. And who woke me up at 2:30 in the morning? I slept at 12 o'clock in the night. And 2 o'clock or 2:30 in the morning, ever since he's been waking. So I thought, shall I wake up or shall I not wake up? Then I said, no. If the voice is coming, let me wake up. Let me see if I can put it down for my children or anybody who loves to know the meaning of the love, the true love. Let him feel it. Experience in your daily life with everyone. कल से try करो, आज से try करो. Everybody you meet, you look at him into the eyes. Without any expectation. Expectation causes frustration. No. Without any expectation, love equally. Anybody who needs service, do service to him like Hanumanji. Be friendly with all. Have no particular friend, be friendly with all. Then you have the quality of a Paramatma, God. You are alike. Be alike. To each and everyone. Look at everyone with the same eye. Then you are not attached with everybody at the same time. You are attached with everybody because you see yourself in everybody. There is no such thing as I and you. It's only I everywhere in different forms where you get mistaken. This form is white, yellow, green, black and dark and fair and stuff. Male, female, this, that and the other, and then the body connection comes and then you are lost. No. Look at beyond all that. And you will find the love in each and every being, everything. Even animals, you can feel the love. Even the flowers and these things, the plants, they express love. You touch them and see how they feel. Cow expresses love. Cow, when the calf comes in front of the cow, she starts licking the calf, and the milk descends in her udder. Out of love. That is why we say Gau Mata. Because the love, the milk that we drink is not been pulled out. It is just filled, and that in our udder, the milk that gets collected is the form of love. for the calf, and this is available not only for the calf but for the entire humanity. Similarly, the same love descended in the Gita for Arjuna, and here it is also described as Krishna as the cow, Arjuna as the calf. And when Arjuna was totally surrendered to the Lord Krishna, and then the love flowed out of Krishna in the form of Gita, in the form of Gita. गीता के श्लोकों में जो चैंटिंग करने में जो मज़ा है, that is why it is Gita. So सारा वो करके वो कर दिया. Here something very nicely explained by Shri Krishna. I think we must share this also, which comes in handy in our day-to-day life also. And that is, अगर किसी को बताना है, अगर वो जानना नहीं चाहता तो उसको बताना नहीं. No sermonizing. Nobody likes to listen. Everybody likes to talk. Keep quiet. Smile to solve the problem. Silence to avoid the problem. Chup raho. But to somebody whom you love and you think is an adhikari, is deserving to receive the infinite wisdom, पहले उसको अधिकारी बनाओ, पहले उसको deserving बनाओ, पहले उसको interested बनाओ, keen बनाओ. कैसे? जैसे श्री कृष्ण ने कहा था. How did Shri Krishna do? He told Arjuna. अर्जुना उसकी तारीफ करी. In literally if you say, उसको कहा, हे धनुधर, यानी धन is money, prosperity, उसको पाने वाला है ना. And then he is great archer, and then he says gave him many good names. We called him by name Gudakesh. Hey Gudakesh. Gudakesh basically is curly hair. At the same time, Gudakesh is the quality of in Arjuna, where he had conquered sleep. The Gudakesh. And they used to call him Sarve Sachi. That means he could use his Gandim, use his right arm to throw the arrow. At the same time, he could do the same thing with his left arm also. With both arms, he could do that. And all that things he said to Arjuna to bring out his good qualities in the Arjuna, that you have all these good qualities in you. You are a great archer. You're the best student, and you are very wise, and then you have these good qualities, and then Shri Krishna gave the punchline to Arjuna, and he said, "Hey Kaunteya, hey Parth, Pandu ka putra, hey Kaunteya, Kunti ka putra." There he established a relationship with him. Kunti माँ श्री कृष्ण की बुआ थी. सो रेपो बन गया ना, इसको बोलते हैं क्लोजनेस आ गई ना. इन संस्कृत आत्मीयता आ गई कि नहीं, हार्ट टू हार्ट क्लोजनेस आ गई ना, एक संबंध बन गया ना, एक रिलेशनशिप बन गई ना. एंड देन कृष्णा एंड अर्जुना देन रियलाइज, ओ माय गॉड, ही इज सो क्लोज टू मी, ही लव्स मी, एंड देन ही वांट्स टू से समथिंग टू मी. And then he gave the final Gita wisdom to Arjuna. But before that, Krishna, oh my God, he said something very nice to Arjuna. And he says, Arjuna, तू मेरा सखा है और तू मेरा भक्त भी है. Now this is what we have to practice in our life, at home, in office, and everywhere. Sakha. Unless we have a sakha, friendly relationship, we cannot get across with people. We cannot love, transact in love, peace, harmony, humility with the other people unless we have this friendship with each and everyone. With your boss, with your subordinates, with your friends, wives, children, husband, and each and everyone. We have to have that kind of a friendliness. At the same time, If there is only friendliness, then in friends you tend to take liberties with each other. You become you think you are at the same level, then you begin to take liberties with the other. So immediately he put down Arjuna by saying, "Tu mera bhakt bhi hai." The moment he says, "Tu mera bhakt bhi hai," and then the relationships they came down. You are the Lord, my Lord. आप भगवान हैं, मैं क्या हूँ? मैं तो आपका चरणदास हूँ, मैं तो आपका शिष्य हूँ, मैं तो आपकी चरणों में आया हूँ, आप मुझे ज्ञान दीजिए. Then Arjuna sat down, the knee on the ground and hands folded like this, and he says, "Hey Madhav, hey Keshav, hey Yogeshwar, please remove my doubt and tell me what I should be doing." He became a receiver. You can't pour tea in a cup which is already full, which already somebody says, "I already know." You can't tell him anything because he already knows. So you sit with an empty mind, empty intellect to receive with an empty vessel, and that is your intellect and mind. And then only Krishna poured all the wisdom to him. And Krishna finally was leaving the world. Then Uddhav says, "Hey Krishna," cousins they were at the same time. Uddhav was more of a intellectual type and into the Vedantic thing and the know the truth and all. And Krishna sent Uddhav to Vrindavan to go and meet the gopis and gopalas and see if you can influence them with your wisdom of the knowledge of Brahman, the knowledge of Gita or Ramayana, Veda and all that, to teach them. And he went there, and what he learned gave all that what he learned in the return. Love, pure love for the Lord, for Krishna. He came back with bhakti. He went with jnana, came back with bhakti. And when Krishna had time to leave at 125 years of age, and then Uddhav says, "Hey Krishna, please take me along with you." He says, "No, you stay back here. You know so much. People need you." He says, but then if you are going, he says, "I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here in the Bhagavatam. मैं भागवतम में प्रेम स्वरूप हूँ. भागवतमी प्रेम ग्रंथ है. उसमें जो प्रेम लीलाएं दी हुई हैं श्री कृष्ण की, वो भागवतम में हैं. उनको पढ़ने से ही परीक्षित को कल्याण हुआ था. हमने भागवतम पढ़ी, बहुत आनंद आया, बहुत मज़ा आया. मज़ा नहीं बोलना चाहिए उसको, आनंद आया, एलिवेशन हुई. और वी रियलाइज हाउ कैसे भक्त अपने भगवान को कैसे प्यार करता है, कैसे पाता है, कैसे मुक्ति पाता है. हमने तो भाई सत्य साईं बाबा को इसी जीवन के अंदर 1973 से लेकर के 2011 तक हमने उनके साथ में जो इतनी बार फ्लाई भी किया, उनको दर्शन भी किए, इंटरव्यू भी दिया, क्या क्या मिरेकल्स भी उन्होंने किए, सब कुछ किए. बट द ग्रेटेस्ट मिरेकल दैट रिसीव्ड फ्रॉम हिम वाज और इज universal love, unconditional love, unselfish love, love for each and everyone. That is what the greatest miracle that is happening in me, in us, in you, in everybody. If you begin to realize what universal love is, he comes here, he teaches, he goes. But what remains is, he himself remains as what? As love. If the flower in a room is there, if the flower is not there, what remains is the fragrance of the flower. And this fragrance, what we call love, is our inherent nature. That is what we truly are. He only came to remove our ignorance and darkness and to make ourselves aware of what we truly are. And that is what we are. We not only are peaceful, we are blissful also beyond the mind. We are Anandam also. And we are an embodiment of love. Swami, Shri Sathya Sai Baba, always used to address his students as Atma Swarupa, Ananda Swarupa, Prem Swarupa Lara. तुम सब प्रेम स्वरूप हो. He is telling us one time, 10 times, hundreds of times. But there comes a time in our life when we start understanding the real meaning of what is said. when you put it into action, put it into practice, put it into realization with people around you, the world is given to you to experience that love with beings and things, with everything. Let us, from this moment on, try to cultivate that kind of a love. When that love is there, ego doesn't exist. Ego is like an illusion. It's a thought. It doesn't stay. When the sun shines, darkness doesn't stay. When this universal love rises in you, forget about all these books and the jnana and all that thing. Then when this love descends in you, and then we rise above all that, and then you find universality with love with each and every beings and things. And that is where there is love, there is Paramatma, there is Bhagwan, there is Ishwar. And ईश्वर ही प्रेम है. इस लव को अनुभव करो, इस लव को एक्सपीरियंस करो. कितना कितना मैं क्या कहाँ बोलूँ आपको. कुछ दिन पहले, कोई 15-20-25 दिन पहले हम लोग, पता नहीं मेरे मन में क्या आई कि लेट मी गो टू चिन्मय मिशन. गए, किसी की सब्सक्रिप्शन भरनी थी. ऐसे भी स्वामी जी देयर. से यस. I said, who is the resident Swami? He said, Prakashanand ji. I had never seen him, met him. So I said, can I meet him? He said, yeah, sure. I went upstairs and I sat down there, and suddenly he came. I stood up and looking at him, I smiled. Because he smiled back, I smiled. And same kind of a feeling of love that came, intense love that came in between us. That we became almost like I and he both, we hugged each other. Oh my God, what is happening? First time I saw Swami Prakashanand ji, and here we are meeting eye to eye, and I'm feeling intense love by being in his presence, and we are hugging a Swami. And then, see, because you lose consciousness of yourself, your bodiness, it goes. And suddenly, I said, Swami, I feel very nice here, being with you. And then I came to realize that he is conducting Guru Vasishtha Sangraha, the talk between Shri Ram and Shri Vishwamitra and his Kul Guru Vasishtha and Bharadwajan also is given in that, where Ram pretended to be a normal human being. And slowly how the wisdom, the Vasishtha gave the wisdom to him, and in the end Arjuna and Shri Ram says, I have realized the truth, I am Brahmasmi. And what did these people say? The Guru, what the Guru says? Tattvamasi, that thou art. They only they are pointers to you, for you to realize yourself, which here Ram displayed as a normal human being. For one of us, as one of us, to realize this is the way we learn the meaning of truth at the feet of the Lord, feet of the Guru. That is what you should be doing. So, attracted by that attraction of Swami Prakashanand ji, then we went to the ashram there in Dharamshala. We half an hour drive to Siddhabari ashram. Stayed there for 7 days, learned all these lectures, saw his sweet voice and his sweetness, his equal love for each and every one of us. इस सब का ध्यान रखना. तुमने खाना खाया है, तुम ठीक है, तुम कंफर्टेबल है होता, और हर एक के लिए equal है सबके लिए. So वो जो love है, then they asked me, what attracted you here? Did you make any sankalpa, any thought, any desire to come to Siddhabari? I said, no. I did not make any sankalpa, I did not make any desire. Then what brought you here? I said, this is the way I met him, but quite by chance, by his grace only. And that love that I felt that day, that attracted me. If this is the love I feel, oh my God, I should get more and more of this love. So I came. So that love brought me here. And that love is nothing but Bhagwan. वो कृपा है, किसी में से भी हो जाती है. प्रकाशानंद जी में से हो जाए, राम में से हो जाए, कृष्ण में से हो जाए, साईं बाबा में से हो जाए, छोटे से बच्चे में से हो जाए, किसी में से भी हो जाए, दैट लव हैज़ नो बॉडी, नो नथिंग, नो नेम, फॉर्म, ग्रीड, नेशनैलिटी और एनीथिंग. इट इज़ फॉर्मलेस बट इट इज़ अ फीलिंग ऑफ दैट इनफाइनाइट लव. उसको किसी से भी करके देखो, ज़िंदगी के अंदर इतनी फुलफिलमेंट आती है. यू आर टोटली कंटेंटेड, फुलफिल. माँ शबरी ने कहा, राम थैंक यू, आपने जो मेरे को कहा कुछ चाहिए, मेरे को कुछ नहीं चाहिए, आप मिल गए हो, वननेस विद यू हो गई है, मुझे और क्या चाहिए. दिस इज द फाइनल, द एसेंस ऑफ आवर लाइफ. दिस इज द फाइनल अचीवमेंट दैट वी हैव टू लुक अप टू इन आवर लाइफ, to reach up to that stage, doing all those duties of Bal Ashram, Grist Ashram, and this, that, and the other, looking after children, grandchildren, and सब करके बच्चे उच्चे सब लगे हुए ध्यान से छोड़ छाड़ के अब परमात्मा में लगाओ. Wherever you are, it doesn't say that all of you, जहाँ तुम जिस आश्रम में हो, जिस पोजीशन में हो, जिस कंडीशन में हो, जिस सिचुएशन में हो, उसको हैंडल करो. If you are a student, study well. If you are a married person, love your wife. If you are your children, love your children. Make them good human beings, Swami says. Make them good human beings. Give them good education. Give them good sanskaras. And when they grow up, उनका शादी बनाओ. जब शादी हो जाएगा, सारा वजन डॉटर इन लॉ पे डाल के फिर मेडिटेशन करना. Swami. So for me at least this time has come. So my whole day, whole time, whole night is nothing but him only. At the same time, the work does come on. So I keep on doing the work. घर का काम है, इधर का काम है, उधर का काम है, होता रहता है. Side by side. एक पैर से दुनिया चलती है, एक पैर से अपना धर्म भक्ति चलती है. दोनों साइड बाय साइड चलते हैं. कर्म भी चलता है निष्काम, और उधर से भक्ति भी चलती रहती है. Bhakti is always on the right side because right is always right. Left, the world is always on the left leg because it has to be left one day. So दोनों साइड चलने चाहिए. Balance between the two. Ultimately, what remains is the right side, and that is what our connection with the Lord, and और वो है परमात्मा से भक्ति, and that is भगवान अति अनुरक्ति, भगवान से अतिशय प्रेम, और वही है भक्ति, और वही है वो. इसलिए हमें नित्य परमात्मा से बस यही प्रार्थना करनी चाहिए, हे भगवान आप अपने चरणों की भक्ति दीजिए. बाकी आप सब कुछ तो करते हो कि नहीं यार, नाम मेरा हो रहा है, करने वाले तो आप हैं ही, और आप मेरे से करवाते हैं, ये तो आपकी महान कृपा है. लेकिन मुझे तो आप अपने चरणों की भक्ति दीजिए, यही मेरा परम आश्रय है. दिस इज़ माई ओनली रिफ्यूज़. योर फीट ऑफ द लॉर्ड इज़ द ओनली रिफ्यूज़ ऑफ ए पर्सन. यही परम आश्रय है, यहीं तो पहुंचना है, और यहीं तो शरणागति करनी है, और यहीं परमात्मा को फिर प्यार प्रेम करना है. ये श्री कृष्ण ने अर्जुन को कहा 7th श्लोका में, फर्स्ट 7th चैप्टर 1st श्लोका, अर्जुना मैं आसक्त मना, मैं मेरे में अपने मन को आसक्त कर, अटैच कर. थिंक ऑफ मी ओनली, अपने मेरे से अपनापन बना, फिर तेरे को मेरा सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा. तेरे को मैं स्वाभाविक ही अपने आप में आई बी विद यू, ऑलवेज विद यू. मैं आसक्त मना, तू मेरा मन वाला बन, फिर तेरे को मेरा सोचना नहीं पड़ेगा. बिकॉज मैं और तू दोनों एक हैं, तेरे मन के अंदर मैं सदा विहार करूँगा, रहूँगा. इसलिए उस परमात्मा को ध्यान करते. फॉर दोज, लेट मी से, फॉर दोज, लेट मी, आई डोंट नो, आई फील लाइक सेइंग इट, फॉर दोज हु थिंक कि आई हैव ए फ्रीडम टू डू इट, द लॉर्ड इज सिटिंग इन द हार्ट ऑफ एवरीवन, sitting like this, pose like this, in a blessing pose like this. And in the Gita, in the 9th chapter, 29th shloka, Shri Krishna says, ना मेरा कोई प्रिय है, ना मेरा कोई अप्रिय है. Nobody is dear to me, nobody is not dear to me. जो मुझे प्रेम से भजता है, मैं उसके हृदय में प्रकट हो जाता हूँ. और वही वर्ड श्री कृष्ण ने अर्जुन से कहा, मैं आसक्त मना, अपना मन मेरे में लगा, और मैं तेरे साथ में, तुझे मुझे याद करने की जरूरत नहीं, लेकिन मैं हमेशा तेरे साथ रहूँगा, तेरे मन में रहूँ। और उनकी पहचान यही है। अगर श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा, श्री राम, साईं बाबा अगर हृदय में आ गए हैं तो आपके हृदय में अगर प्रेम आ गया है तो भगवान आपके अंदर हैं और अब प्रकट हो गए हैं। प्रेम से ही प्रकट हुई मैं जाना, श्री गोस्वामी तुलसीदास जी से। प्रेम से ही वो प्रकट होते हैं। तो ये यूनिवर्सल प्रेम हम हर एक के लिए एक जैसा, एक भाव से करना चाहिए। भगवान की शरणों में बस जड़ में पानी डालो, सारे पत्तों में, टहनी टहनी में पानी हो जाता है। भगवान से प्रेम करो, सारी दुनिया से, जगत से प्रेम अपने आप ही स्वतः अपने आप ही हो जाता है। ये भगवान की असीम, उनके चरणों की भक्ति की असीम कृपा है। हम भगवान से उनके चरणों की भक्ति का दान ही मांगते हैं। भगवान अपने हमेशा अपने चरणों में रखिए और ध्यान आप किससे कहीं ध्यान और कहीं जाए नहीं, अविरल भक्ति का आप ध्यान दीजिए। आपकी महान कृपा स्वामी, आपकी महान कृपा। जय साईं राम, जय साईं राम, जय साईं।